could very easily be the best player on planet Earth.
Well, let's hope he shows us why. A freeze has these thoughts. We got a glimpse of it yesterday. The rack he knocked in at...
Look at the finish on these object balls. They're a little bit tied up, right? A lot of clusters right down here. You see all 5 balls near the 3.
Yeah, we're wondering if he'd take a little punt on moving the Browns.
Is that you're never really going to get a good line to the purpose and maybe just come back to where you can get some type of defensive play. But this youngster, typically not thinking defense, and it must go to the lower right from this position. But if not, he can maybe 3-rail it out and glue him to the 9.
Yeah, that's the shot Scott was alluding to. He could have done better just because he's left the jump shot available, but in a few years' time, he will recognise that, and that cue ball will be welded on the 9 ball.
Yeah, very good point, right? Let's just say Chua jumps this in. If he doesn't this time, he will sooner or later if you don't glue him to that ball. And at this level, you better stick him.
What a wonderful effort. It really was. How much control did he have with the cue ball? This time the safety's paid off for Manus. Back at the table, here's a closer look. Look at how steep he had to get the jump cue up there just to get the cue ball popping. Trying to figure out what AJ's got on the back of his playing shirt. I think it looks like an older Filipino player. We'll get a better look at that, actually. What's his name? Can you see the picture, Scott? Or are you struggling?
Carl, I can barely see the TV screen.
Well, the TV screen is literally about 10 inches away from you, so... It was the left-handed Filipino with the bald head. I'm sure it's him. I'm going to have to walk over and investigate in a minute.
A little careless here, just quickly coming off the bottom of the 9. And if there's one thing he's going to learn over time, like the young Josh Filler, who's really matured over the last couple of years, is there's just moments you're going to have to take your time and relax, and that was one of them.
Doesn't matter how talented you are, doesn't matter how young you are, if your cue ball is free, he sits joint in 10th place. What a beautiful pot there from Chua. Punishes the mistake.
A little different vibe to him. He was extremely serious for him. Very lighthearted guy. One of my favorite on tour. He was definitely in a serious mood this morning.
Yeah, we have a lot of nice guys on tour, don't we? We know them all. We know the characters. We know the good guys. We know the bad guys. But Ruiz is definitely a good guy.
Well, there aren't too many bad guys, I would say.
Probably just me and you, Scott, to be fair.
One of us, that's for certain.
You've had your moments, pal. You've had your moments. You've mellowed with age, though.
The pillar.
He's trying to lock him up behind the purple 5, and he has done. Oh, where do we go here?
Yeah, I don't think he can. He's cut off from the entire left side of the table. And look at this. He's trying to thread the needle between the pink and the green. And he's definitely trying. Wow, how did he hit it? He stuck the cue ball coming into the back. And that's all to credit to him with the speed at which he hit it. That's how you stick the cue ball so much easier. Jeremy was touching on it yesterday, which I fully agree. The easier you hit the kick and stick, the more control you're going to have on the cue ball. A lot of people think it's the opposite. Do a lot of teaching with the kick and stick.
Needs to get lucky here. Could have been worse, could have been better. Kind of one of them.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good look to the top right here, and he can avoid the Top left corner, he's just got to come around. Can he avoid the 9? Even tracking towards the 9 would be okay. Stunned it out 2 rails, even better. Now where do you go to the pink? That's the only reason I was wondering if he could go forward there.
Yeah, you can see Claudio catching next to Johann Chua. He won that second rack, so he's 2-0.
Wow. On the 1 just short, Carl. We've seen this quite a bit. When they do miss it, it's definitely not going to be long.
Yeah, and the split for Johann looks pretty kind. The blue 2 goes and the red 3 is down this side of the table as well. It's hard really to see where this could go wrong. Let's get this first shot right off a couple of rails, which is so natural, where you can see the natural path. Probably just getting on the pink 4, I suppose.
Yeah, I really don't see anything either. Everything leads to one another, right?
Yeah, we're just glancing at the other TV screen. I know you guys can't see this, but Ruiz just missed another ball. It was one of them little longish 2 balls. He tried to pump it in and the whole body moved forward. It seems Ruiz and certainly Perlovanovic, they're struggling with the cue action.
I like what Chua did there. He paid attention to detail, right? Going into the purple 5. That way he could get a little bit below the 3. I feel like the pink does play in the lower right if he needs to. But he's looking for the middle? Or is he just looking at a line at where he's sending the cue ball here? Okay.
Did the purple 5 block the pink 4 going? Is that why he did that? Wasn't really paying attention.
No, it didn't, but he could just get below the 3 by going into it. That way he could afford to send the cue ball up without going to a rail.
Yeah, what I like about Chua is he's got a wonderful touch with that cue ball. Landed a bit straight on the 6. Got to take a longer ball, but he'll kind of just kill the cue ball here. Yeah, you see where he's aiming low on the white. Naive. Let's just say it how it is.
It's okay though, Carl, right? I think it was kind of by design to allow people to see some other talent that's out here and give other players an opportunity to possibly shine.
Yeah, and if you look at the players we've invited, let's say we as in the tour, Claudio Cacci, Maurice Neuhausen, Edward Koyenjan, Albert Menace. All young guys. I mean, you know, you look at the Claudio and the Menace, they're going to have some battles in the future.
Yeah, and I think they're, you know, I keep talking about flights, and it does, we as pool players know how much that can affect you. Claudio's been here a couple of weeks, right? They don't live too far. So I think, and I also think that he's playing as good as his brother. I've said that for the last 3-4 months. I feel like he's playing as good as his brother, maybe even 6 months. So I think that's a big advantage when you've been here a little bit, get acclimated. I'm not defending AJ Manis. All I'm saying is that it's a good reason for him to really be up for this event. Probably just naturally feeling a little bit better at the table. If there was anything critical, the more I watch AJ Manis, maybe it is the amount of time he takes when he delivers the shot. I believe, obviously, like we touched on, that'll change over time. Even just adding, a split second can make all the difference in key situations. Chua getting a pretty brutal scratch into the side. Here we go again. It just got there. Looked like it was going to fall short, and he's going to have a long reach. Once again, just a little lackadaisical. Getting to the 8 for no reason.
Watch outside. The little bump has helped him. If he hadn't caught the bump, it'd have probably gone on the top rail. Heart of the pocket for Manus. Left himself a little tester. He looks up into the skies. Probably wondering why he keeps leaving himself them type of shots.
Spread's a lot better there. 9 was rocking and rolling.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to have a pocket, does it? So, at first glance, kind of tricky to see what safety he's going to play. Is he playing off the edge? Going to leave a gap here. Probably thought if I get the top rail, good luck in knocking this in and getting back on the red 3.
Yeah, is he straight here? And that makes all the difference as well. And it looks like he is pretty straight. We did knock a 9 in similar. I believe in game number 1. This is a little different. Like Carl just said, the red 3 back there by the cue ball. Be all right just stopping there, I think. Yeah, what a hit.
Yeah, what are the players talking about? Scott Chua's making these look like 5-inch pockets at the moment.
Yeah, he almost got too much out of that. Just shocking from that position.
Yeah, obviously he has too much angle here. He could roll forward and shoot the 5 up into the long left. I think he's just coming around to have a look. Yeah, he's clocked it, goes past the 9 now. It's all about speed, this shot. Don't let up on it. Make sure you come down far enough. Oh, he's decided to hold. Yeah, that was okay.
Looks a bit more settled than he did yesterday to me. 3 or 4 moments yesterday, Carl, where he got a little quick with the swing at times, but I think that has a lot to do with just dialing in on the new equipment.
Yeah, this event has been played on the Rason Mr. Sung.
Up towards the end last year.
Well, he's got to look at this ball in the side. That's made the wing ball straight in then.
Yeah, and the one went high, which is something we're not seeing too often. Layout good here if he can just bury the one. Guess you could stay out towards the center if you had to on the pink.
Yeah, that's okay. You can just draw the cue ball back over onto the right-hand side rail. Kind of shoot the cue ball through the green and the 8. Oh, we didn't get into that. Forgot to draw.
Or did you draw it too much, Carl? Was he trying to come above the side or below it? Obviously, you're probably right. I think he was trying to tuck below, correct?
Yeah, here's another look. Just didn't get into it, did he?
No, not at all. Tip maybe come up right at the end. He wants to come in at an angle here on the pink, or at least just get end rail to end rail, right? So the speed is real important. He recognizes that right now. And now he's looking at shaving it over maybe one rail past the 6 and 9 and sending the cue ball up table. He'll most likely get another look.
What would you even attempt?
I felt like the pink might even bank past the 6 and the side, but there's a pretty obvious defensive play here.
Chua will fancy this one, you know. He'll fancy going close to the top right corner pocket, kicking off this left rail.
Yeah, and once again, I felt like he could have got him up in behind the 8 a lot better if he just goes forward with that. I can't fault him for what he did. And he's going to earn a look to the lower left. 6 does not pass the 9 in the lower left, but it's all about getting pink 4 down.
Claudio Caccia wins another rack over on table 2. He now leads Ruiz 3 racks to 1. Beautiful pot here from Madness. Yeah, Claudio just broke off over there as well. He's no shot on the blue 2. He's going to have to play a safety. It's all about getting on this 6 ball. This looks all right, you know. This looks all right, Scott. It's going to come, is it? Yeah, he'll take that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I like the way he played it. He had a lot of room for error, right? A little firmer hit, and he goes to the corner. Nothing wrong. That finish. Just tucked to the right long rail here.
Yeah, you can see the other table. Claudio went for a 2-way bank. You can just see where the 2 balls finished over the pocket. Ruiz is in a world of trouble here. He's got to try and kick this blue 2 ball in over that pocket. He's in a spot.
Yeah, is he looking?
Cue ball arcing. Maybe we'll get you on the vlog today doing that shot, and I'll stand there with a camera. We'll get the cue ball bending freeze. Show the pool fans.
The bender. Yeah, the pink and the purple. Glued up down here on the lower left side. I like the decision. I just feel like he could get a little tidier, right? Like really get more aggressive and kind of go towards the pink or the purple there. Maybe he did. I can't wait to see how this young man really gets down in the next couple of years.
Yeah, good news from table 2. Ruiz, after that wonderful kick shot, cleared the table. He's pulled the rack back. He trails 3-2. Chua's going airball. He's trying to play a full table bank. It's all going a bit wrong. Is he going to get away with it? He is. Going to get away with it big.
I almost wondered if Chua was going at the 7 there. Seems to be having some issues with that right shoulder. Noticed it late last night. Now look at this. He was wondering if it went to the lower left. I don't think he thought it was going towards the 7. Caught the right side of the 2, which threw the purple to the left a little bit more than expected. I don't think AJ's going to like where he finishes here. He's too young to be in jail, Carl. I think that's where he's going to end up.
Could have been worse. I'm not saying this is easy, but if that cue ball is frozen to the purple 5, this rail is no longer available. Always felt this was a nasty shot, Scott. Do you have any tips when the cue ball's near the rail trying to hit a ball? Obviously, Manus doesn't need them, just asking for a friend.
Depending on where you're kicking a 1 rail, 2 rail, right? Non-new cloth or older cloth, what part of the world you're in, I think it all makes a big difference. But the best advice I could give you, Carl, is to get the cue out and start practicing.
I thought you were going to say, stay right here. That was the line. That was the line. I thought he'd done me. He's got me here.
I wasn't going to do it.
You should have done. I'd have done it to you.
It's early, Shaq.
Well, it's not too early to be going airborne. As Chua pulls out a beauty, he's going to have to play a combo here. This is tricky. The 7 ball's not exactly over that hole. Don't be fooled. If you don't hit the 7 right, it won't go.
This is all about a level cue, right? Any movement, it's really going to expose the mishit. Well, you can't ask for much more at the speed. You know, he didn't want to slow roll it, Carl, to where the 3 drifts one way or the other or something funny happens. It's really all you could ask for there.
Yeah, good news is he'll fly at a bank here. He ain't going to play safe here. No, come on, don't do it to us, Johann. Don't. He'll go for something crazy, yeah, I can assure you. He does not mind at all.
Well, I mean, he's so close to the 3, I don't blame the bank at all, right? I think he's got a little bit of a backdoor safety built in, but he can shave the left side of the 3 and pretty easily get down here, I think. Now he's going to make you look real good, Carl. Oh, no, he's not. So he did go to the defensive side.
Played it wonderful and all, it has to be said. Just that 1 ball to get behind. Very easy to under-hit it or even over it. That's what you can play, can't you, on a pool table? Jump bank, or is it distance? Split the balls, yeah, it's distance. Just trying to make life hard for Chua on his next visit. He'll have a go at the cut here, I can assure you. This is his trademark shot.
I mean, there is a good look at welding him to the back of the pink. Or even the other direction. These guys like to shave it the other way, but you're talking about cutting it to the lower left or the lower right?
He'll take whatever pocket he wants. The right shot's probably the safety, but that's our age. Yeah, he loves this. He can't hold back on the thing cut, I'm telling you.
AJ loves it as well.
I think the fact that it was 3-3, I'd like to think it was the wrong shot. Maybe 3 up. Why not?
Yeah, and they say the score shouldn't dictate the shot. But we see it all too often. It really does.
Do you agree with that statement? Or do you
No, I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree as well.
Yeah, there's times where you have to make something happen, right? Look at Earl Strickland. In his heyday, he'd take on shots that most people wouldn't in a lot of different situations.
Yeah, I always thought that statement was a load of garbage and all when they say, play the table, not the player. That's like one of the worst sayings ever.
Fair point.
Well, for instance, if I'm playing Efra and Reyes, I ain't going to push out to a kick, am I?
Of course not.
Because he's going to make me look foolish.
Of course.
I'm going to swing at something wild or get the jump cue out.
Yeah, I mean, just like in a scenario where a guy's down 4-0, 5-0 in a race to 7. When are you going to play safe with 3 balls on the table and you've got some type of bank or something? No. Real thin here, though. He might be going to the back of the bumblebee.
2 rail kick is on offer here. He might pot it in this bottom right corner. If he hits the 8 off the second rail, he'll definitely go close to this. Believe me, that wasn't that far away. Your guy is about to get on the hill. 4-3. Chua has not been beaten the up next as well. Playing Maurice on this very table. Good break. He's going to get a look at the blue 2. Is he going to get a look at the blue 2? He's not. He could fire at the bank. Swing the cue ball around off a few rails.
You are in an aggressive mood today, Carl. You haven't played safe one time this match.
Yeah, and if that was the case out there, I'd have lost 5-0 by now as well.
Pretty clever shot here. Look at the reverse spin off the second rail with the outside ball, right? Allowed it to take to the bottom rail. Really eclipsed him on the blue 2. Can you get behind the 2 here, Carl, or do you got to catch it going in? Well, I feel like going to the left side, you've got a much bigger margin of error for scratching.
Needs a roll. Needs some help with the 8. Didn't get it. Chua with a chance to send this game to Hill. Table 2 is tied up. Ruiz wins rack number 6. We're now tied at 3-3 over there as well. So day 1 action. We had a lot of matches on day 1. Tight. It seems day 2 could be following suit.
Yeah, here it's all about the 4 to the 5, I believe. 6 plays to the lower right corner. If you get straight on the 5, you can come down and play the 6 on the left side. Really just getting on the 5, I believe. We're going to be all tied up. Is he going towards the 8, or is he straight enough here? Yeah, find the gap. It's a good look. Man to the left, flew over here with Manus.
Okay. Does he try and zip this back, or does he pump it? Had to pump it, which meant he had to be a little more accurate on the pot than he was.
A little thinner to the side than it actually looks. Probably go with a low outside ball here and wrap around. Just a little easier to make the 7.
That will do the job nicely. I know the players have been very complimentary on the opening couple of days here of these tables, and Our very own Jeremy Jones was having a practice session last night till the early hours.
Yeah, he played 2-rack.
Just the 2? That's not going to get the job done. He can travel with his brother. That must play a big part. So there's the break. I agree with you, Freeze. It's a little light. It's a little soft. It's lacking power.
Yeah, he's got to get more into that. I'm sure he has it. I think this is kind of by design. He thinks he's going to get a ball down. Most likely the 1, but it continues to go short. That could really sting. A little frustration out of Manis. You know how bad he needs this. Chua, other plans. Do you have to go towards the green 6 here? I don't think so. I think you can just avoid it. And there you see Kachi, the younger brother, 2, ready to take the lead at 4-3. Chua not thrilled with where he finished here, Carl.
No, and this is why we, us pool players or ex-pool players, whichever way you want to look at it, this is why we do like this corner pocket a little more snug, because this shot just means a little bit more now. Well, it just showed you how hard he had to hit the ball. It took a couple of wobbles, but it fell. Wants an angle. May have a little one. A very little one at that.
Yeah, and I think he also wants to send a message to the young man saying there's still the same sheriff in town. You're not ready yet, youngster. Has he gotten a little thin on the 5? Yeah, he might have some work to do on the 6. Oh, he's held it as good as he could from there, to be honest.
How well's he got to hit this one, though? Where's he going to go? Is he going to try and rip into it? I mean, he kind of has to, doesn't he?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the 8 Jason Shaw missed on day 1. This inside ball here can be real tricky. They tend to want to overcut it. Oh, gosh, he hit it so good. Does it clear the 8? Does it clear the 8? Wow. It's finished behind the 8. He is not satisfied. As good as he hit it, Carl, I feel like he didn't deserve this outcome.
No, it just shows you the difficulty, really, didn't it? And it all kind of started to go wrong when he landed on that pink 4 ball the way he did. He's pulled out shorty. You would think he's going for this pot, but he could go into it.
Yeah, I don't mind knocking it out 2 rails and just forcing Manis to come with the long ball, right? Tough enough to hold the cue ball on the table and clear the 8. Wow, he did go at it. Backdoor safety, Carl.
Well, he'll be happy with that. He knows Manis has got to pull something out the bag here. He got very close to potting it. Everything kind of just worked out nice. He avoided the side pocket with the cue ball. What have we got here?
Yeah, okay, is this the side of his game that still needs work? Most likely at his age, but still a great cue as to what can he get done. Does he use the 8? Oh, boy, he's just going to go. I think that's a little haphazard. Is it going to finish awkward? Not awkward enough. That's probably going to cost him.
Yep. Still got to get down and knock this ball in, but it's just a case of knocking this ball in and he should get the job done.
Yeah, Manis had a couple of blockers there with the 8 and 9. You got to figure he's got to try to use one of them there.
Let's not forget, this is to put Chua at the top of the table. The lone wolf, it will be 4 wins from 4. SVB's up next. He's on 3 from 3, so he has a chance to tie it up, but things are moving along nicely here. the PLP. And it's Chua who wins a Hill Classic at the